Welcome back to my channel. If you don't remember me, my name is Madison, and as you can see, we are outside, and today I'm going to recap the third day of this awesome summer intensive. So to start off today, we had the daily technique. Today was interesting because it was actually an on-point teacher. So she was preparing some of the girls in that class to go on point, because it was mostly prep for point people. And after that, we had a lunch break, and then we went to theory, where we were learning about ballet pretty much back then and how it started. And after that, actually no, I take that back. What I said before, it wasn't actually the lunch break. It was daily technique, 30-minute break, then theory, and then after that, it was the lunch break for us. And then I did boys technique with my teacher who's going to be my teacher next year, Mr. Doyle. And it was much easier than yesterday, but it was also still challenging at moments. And I didn't feel like I was too far behind compared to some of the other boys. And then after that, we had to do conditioning, which was I didn't like conditioning. You had to be flexible for all that, and it was kind of painful, so I didn't like conditioning. And then it was after that, it was musical theater, and musical theater was fun, I would say. I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of it. And it was funny because I don't know much about musicals, and people were kind of getting mad that I didn't know some of these musicals. I'm sorry, I don't know anything about musicals. I mean, I know some musicals, but not many. But getting back to the point, musical theater was fun, kind of fun. I didn't like it too much. So in conditioning class, something funny that happened, because we had to use some equipment. We had to use this TheraBand, and it was kind of funny because at one moment I was so confused. I didn't know how to use it, and there was this girl named Lucy who was sitting right next to me, and she was kind of just do you know what you're doing? I'm like, does it look like I know what I'm doing? And then she was like, oh, no. I'm like, exactly, I don't know what I'm doing. So she came and helped me, and then it got a little better. And here's the thing, it was funny because at first I was like, okay, this isn't that bad, apparently, because I was doing it wrong, and then when I actually did it right, it hurt. Of course it did. And that's the only thing that we needed for conditioning today. Next week we need a tennis ball, but I'm not going to be here next week because I'm going to be on a cruise. And that was what happened in conditioning class. Those were the equipment that I needed. And that was the recap of today's video. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe.